Good morning, welcome back to Crochet Vox. Tracy here, and I'm a bit late this morning. It was my birthday yesterday, so I can be forgiven. Anyway, good morning, and if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I never know which side it is when I'm looking at you, but obviously it's obvious when I'm looking at the screen. So I want to say probably there, if not there, but maybe there. Somewhere. Anyway, I had a nice little lay in this morning. If you hear any untoward noises, Gary is pulling a ceiling down. Yeah, pulling a ceiling down. Look, I'm using my new cup. Isn't it beautiful? You can see how marbly it is now. And turn it round. It's got it on the inside as well. There we go, look. It's lovely. I like it a lot. Anyway, a bit hot yet, I think. Only a little bit because I didn't come in and straight away get on there. I had to do some stuff on my website quick. So I haven't used this for a joke for a while. They're more remember whennies, aren't they? Let's just have one. Oh, it was really loud in my ear. Have one for the sake of it, shall we? Okay. Where are we? Pot machines, bath bottles. That was it. That was the last one. So remember when milk was delivered to your house in glass bottles with cardboard stoppers? Ours had metal-y kind of stoppers. Do you remember that? You could just push them in. Huh. Yeah, I remember that. Milk coming to the door, milkman. We had a bread man, baker. In other words, we had the bakers, we had the milkmen, and in the very olden days there was a coalman, rag and bone man. I don't remember. Mum used to talk about other people coming round. I don't really remember the baker's van. I think that kind of stopped when I was too young to know or remember. I don't remember that coming round, but yeah, the baker used to come round in a van. Everyone used to deliver in those days. More or less, but yeah, how times change, eh? So I need to put some new batteries in this nebula light. Doesn't look very nebula, does it? It looks just a little bit like a change ball. But I do have the batteries, I just don't have the screwdriver. Does it annoy you when you have to unscrew them? You know, they're usually secure enough just by like the pulley thing, but I guess it's a safety child's feature. How many children here? Well, I suppose I do on occasion. I really don't want to rip this one off. I'm going to have another look at it. I can't believe that was my birthday one. That is well cool. Okay, so this is weekend. And so that means I've got one to last for 2 days. Wouldn't it have been better for that one? But we've got these pictures today. These ones. Apparently, the next season of Mandalorian will be the last. I cannot imagine them not carrying on with it. I just can't imagine it. But I guess they won't. It is said that those people who are... hang on. Aficionados. You know, those people who are really anal about it all. Don't like the last season of The Mandalorian because it was more about saving his homeworld, which, you know, why not? You know, I don't get that. I don't get it. I liked it. Cheers. I'm going to have a slurp now. So this morning I'm also a bit late because I was wading through loads and loads of messages thanking everybody on Facebook for my birthday wishes. I hope I haven't missed anybody because it was really easy to in amongst everything. And last night, Gary said, what do you want to watch? And I said, well, as it's my birthday, something you probably won't like. And he said, oh, what's that? I said, Terminator. And I've seen it a gazillion times, but I really had a hankering for a bit of nostalgia. And I wanted to watch Terminator 2, Judgment Day. And so, oh, the kerfuffle, seriously. It wasn't on any of the streaming services apart from one where you had to pay for it. I mean, pay or rent. Terminator 1 and 2. the newer ones, which are deemed not as good, then you're free. I don't want to watch those. So, but paying for that, you know, an old movie, I don't get that. I really don't. Anyway, couldn't find it on any of the other ones. So Gary said, we'll watch it. He's got a PS5 now. Watch it on the PS5. So I said, okay. So he went and dug out the DVD. We put it in, and there is not a chance in hell I could get the subtitles on. We did everything that we're supposed to do. We've set up the closed captions. We even made them a different size for Gary. And then when we went to watch the film, they weren't there. And the subtitle bit was greyed out. It's not that they're not on the DVD, because they are. And we did everything we could. So it wasted about 3/4 of an hour trying to sort it out in the end. I just watched it. He went to bed early because he was still tired from work and he didn't sleep very well the night before. So I watched it on my own in the end. But we had a nice meal. That was the main thing. And I got to watch Terminator. Loved that movie. And yeah, so then we also had a devil job putting the internet in it. I ended up having to do it with an Ethernet cable. I mean, it's meant to be that you buy new technology and it improves, you know. It's meant to improve, that's the thing. But we've gone backwards. We're now having to do it by a good old-fashioned cable. And can't have any subtitles. I said to Gary, if we can't get these working, they're not going to be on your game either. And when they do all that dialogue stuff, which they do quite big chunks of it, and it's essential we knows what's going on, might not do it. I can't even remember where it came from. What shop? Never mind. Never mind. I'll probably find it. In case it has to go back, I mean. I didn't bring my bag in to show you. Funnily enough, it actually almost matches my boots that I got, except it's slightly kind of dark brown where the boots are black. But I did get one that goes with the boots anyway, as you see if you watched my customer service review over there on Rocksteady. I haven't done a customer service review for a while. I ought to do one for Furniture Village, because I've used them rather a lot and had some ups and downs. So I should do Furniture Village, but I don't know, maybe not. I'm a year older yesterday even. It hit me yesterday. Today I'm into another year. You know, when you go past your birthday, you're into the next year already. It's quite depressing. But I say I'm going backwards, so, you know. Just saying. This is a lovely cup. Tea tastes good in it. It is weird though, isn't it? How it tastes different in different receptacles. I'm a little bit worried about that ceiling, that you can probably hear all the kerfuffle of, because as he takes it down, bits of web are dangling, and I've given him the spray and I've said you get rid of every spider you see. I mean, if there's a spider in there, you know, just saying. But last time he ripped stuff out, I ended up with a spider, because I think it wouldn't have kind of come out of its cocoony thing if it wasn't disturbed. So can you imagine, it's a whole ceiling and there's 20 million webs. Oh, don't bear thinking about, really. Really not looking forward to it. The aftermath. I've got to help him put it up as well, so I won't be doing much today other than maybe my winners videos, because I have to be builder's mate again, and I've got to hold it up and slot it in with him. So, where all those spiders live. I'm gonna wear a suit. You like a hazmat suit? Oh God. Things I do. Really, I should just be sitting down and crocheting. I was going to say at my time in life, but I don't ever want to get into that, you know. I'm getting younger, I'm not getting older. I just refuse. It ain't happening, man. It ain't. Just I don't speak like that. I don't say ain't. I used to when I was a kid. It used to be really common when I was a child. I did. Water, ain't, all that kind of slangy stuff. That is kind of how I spoke. But we moved here when I was at an early age, and I guess it kind of watered down. But now, every now and then, the odd word will pop out in real speech. That was intentional. But yeah, when I'm really talking, every now and then, one of those in it or something will pop out, you know, or ain't it? You know, ain't it? It means isn't it? For, you know, those that don't know. So yeah, so every now and then I get the odd flashback of speech come through. It's quite funny really. And it's always when I don't want it to happen, you know, like if I'm in quite posh company, then the oik comes out. It's like the inner oik just materialises and I'm like, oh, I say that. It's weird. Or, you know, if I get really kind of not nervous, but I don't get nervous as such, but I get like aware, and it makes me kind of do stuff that isn't really there. Like instead of saying oh and then, I'll say hand when there isn't an H there, you know, and I'll say that, and it's like, oh, did you really just do that? I haven't done that for a long time. I guess I'm a little bit more comfortable in my own skin than I used to be. Perhaps, I don't know. I suppose with that happening, it used to make me a little bit, what's the word? Aware of my differences to the people that lived here, really. Not that they're posh, but they have a different accent. They have a different way of slumming it, really. It's like, I used to have this friend called Marilyn. She passed away, but this Marilyn was my first friend when I was here. She was a lot older than me, but she didn't look it. And I looked older than she did, which was weird. But anyway, she had one of those kind of illnesses that stunted her growth and all that, you know. But she was a great friend, and it was the first time I noticed this accent that was here, and she used to say, "I'll sin it." I go, "You what?" She said, "I'll sin it." I went, "Say that again." "I sin it." I go, "You've what?" "Sin it." You know, I was, with my eyes, I saw it. I went, "Seen it." She went, "Yeah." "It's not sin." It's seen. You've seen it, not sin it. But yeah, the first time I noticed that there was a peculiar way of speaking was with her. Like, sin it. But that is it's peculiar to this part of Kent. But it's weird though, because you know, as you travel around the country and you get their little dialects and little funny bits of speech, it is weird. It's only a small island. You wouldn't think, would you, that there'd be so much diverse twanging around this little island. It's like what the size of one American state, you know. And there'd be like all these different dialects around the whole area. It's like that odd, to say the least. Anyway, cheers. I'm gonna have another slurp. Oh, that's lovely. Monday, Gary's decided he's going to start low carbing with me. Probably breathed in a spider. Sorry, I shouldn't have joked that, should I? That's if you heard him cough. You might not. Where was I? Yeah, so he said he's going to start with me then. I think his main problem is not knowing what to take to work, and that's the thing that kind of slows him down starting with it. But we had salad last night. I think it made him think, maybe I can start taking a little bit of, you know, Indian chicken and salad, make it interesting. And so yesterday I made my salad dressing. I haven't made it for a long time because Gary's obsessed with salad cream. And unless you've ever visited the UK and you know what salad cream is, it's a bit like the colour of yellowy mayonnaise, and it is sweet and tangy. It's the only way of kind of describing it at the same time. So I make it with salad dressing and mayonnaise and sweetener, liquid sweetener, only a few drips, and it ends up, I just can't taste it. No, it's not sweetener. And then it ends up tasting a bit like salad cream. It's passable. He can stomach it. But he has it on just about everything. I mean, have you ever known anyone smother a lasagna in salad cream? No. It's weird, isn't it? It is. Yeah, isn't it? See, that's the slum coming out in the girl again. Cheers. I do it now from time to time. Reverting back to my childhood. Another sign of age, I guess. Oh, I must stop it. I'm going backwards. I'm getting younger. I've decided. So yeah, non-scale victories. I've been noticing my face slimming down rather a lot, my chin. I think the derma rolling is helping the chin rather a lot because it slimmed down before I even started, which was good. So I need to start another sesh, another derma rolling, and I'm going to expand my derma rolling from not just my face and neck. Sometimes I do this area, but not very often because it's never out. I'm always dressed thinking, I better derma roll. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do my arms. Okay, so why am I going to do my arms? Because I've got really thin skin appearing on my arms, and I've noticed it for quite a while now. And I don't think it's necessarily like paper thin, like old lady skin. It's not like that, but when I used to first started seeing Gary, this is a strange little bungalow, and some of the doors had catches that stuck out and they were metal, and I was always scraping my arm on them, and I would look and I'd have these blood spots where it had scratched it so bad that blood was starting to appear but it hadn't drawn, and other times it would draw blood. And so thankfully we don't have those catches anymore, but on the odd occasion, like the other day, do you remember, it was not so long ago rather, I kind of moved my arm and I scraped it on the records, you know, like albums, vinyls, and one of them had one of those plastic sleeves and it had a sharp edge and it cut my arm in much the same way as the door catches used to. And I thought, this is ridiculous, you know, why have I got such thin skin on my arms that's what's happening? And I kind of was watching a video and it said about the derma rolling helps with the thinning of the skin, so I thought, right, I'm going to see if it works on my arms, just here. They're not wrinkly. I don't have wrinkly hands. I don't have wrinkly... I've got very young hands for my age, I think. But, yeah, and I haven't got age spots. I've just got blooming great freckles. So hopefully they'll hide age spots. But, you know, yeah, so I want to try it just to see if I can get some collagen underneath. Protect that skin, you know. It's always bleeding, and then I look and I've got scars from it. Seriously, I've got vertical scars here and there, but they do go. But I'm fed up with looking down and seeing injuries just for nothing, you know. Innocuous things touch me and I'm bleeding. It's only my arms, I have to say, but probably because your arms, you know, when you're younger, you're out with a buggy and you're pushing your pushchair, whatever, and your arms are out. I've never been one to cover up, you know, never been one to wear pullovers or long sleeve, and I'll go out in the winter like that as well, so they get well and truly weathered, you know. I never used to feel the cold at all when I was younger. I still don't to a certain extent. When Paul, Victoria and Gary were in the living room, I was roasting, I was dripping, none of them were hot. It's like, because they were all there, and it was just getting hotter and hotter for me, and there wasn't any heating on, but the oven had been on, and I think that was part of it. But everyone else was still sitting there in their winter clothes, and I'm thinking, I'm really sweating. Wanted to put the aircon on, I was so hot, but it was just me. And it's not the, you know what, it's just purely that I've always been hot, you know, ever since a child. I've never been able to tolerate a lot of heat and humidity and things like that. I kind of need to cool myself. So I kept going outside into the conservatory, which was blissfully freezing. Anyway, I'm going to get off and upload this video and sort out my winners. and everything else, and go help Gary with the spider ceiling. Well, if I don't, the sooner I put it up, the sooner they're gone again. That's the way I look at it. I don't want to do it. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye for now. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. Hang on.